Laticrete has changed the grout game. Introducing Permacolor Select, the first dry pigmented solution to guarantee uniform color. Each color kit contains 2 packets. Use 2 packets for a 25-pound base bag. Use 1 packet for a 12.5-pound bag. Available in over 40 Laticrete color options plus the top-selling competitors' colors, all from the single base bag. 50% reduction in inventory value, 80% reduction in pallet space, all while doubling turns and improving the entire ordering process. Visit Laticrete.com or your local distributor and see how Laticrete is changing the grout game.
Hello and welcome to Tile TV, brought to you by Laticrete. I'm your host, Jennifer Riley. The 7th annual Total Solutions Plus All Industry Conference, held at the Hyatt Regency Indian Wells Resort and Spa near Palm Springs, California last month, chalked up another huge success with record attendance figures and industry support. Over 650 people attended the event, which was sponsored by the NTCA, as well as the Ceramic Tile Distributors Association, Tile Council of North America, and Tile Contractors Association of America. The event began with 2.5 days of association, board, and industry committee meetings on Friday, October 21st, Saturday, October 22nd, and Sunday, October 23rd, followed by a golf tournament, various tours, and an opening reception Sunday evening. 86 exhibitors took part in the tabletop exhibit and reception on Monday night, giving attendees a chance to see new products, learn about new services, and interact with manufacturers and suppliers in an intimate setting. The NTCA also held its annual fall business meeting and elected new executive officers and board of director members for the 2017 through 2018 term. Current President James Wellfell introduced Martin Howard of the David Allen Company as the new president of the association. Wellfell will remain on the executive committee as chairman of the board. Total Solutions Plus 2017 will take place November 4th through the 7th at the Marriott Washington Wardman Park Hotel in Washington, D.C. Please stay tuned for our technical tip after this from Lackman.
The Beast 10 10-inch tile saw is designed and engineered in a joint venture between Lackman Products and Delta. It is capable of performing a diagonal cut on a 24-inch by 24-inch tile, and it can execute a 34-inch rip cut, 39-inch rip with plunge, giving it the largest cutting capacity in its class. Our new Beast 10 tile saw is bound to revolutionize the tile saw market.
Welcome back. When an architect or design professional is considering selecting ceramic or porcelain tile for a project, one of the biggest issues they must face is the coefficient of friction of the surface of the material. Known as the COF, this is the measurement of a tile's frictional surface, closely related to traction and slipperiness. Selecting a tile that meets industry standards for these applications can reduce the liability that could incur in a high-traffic area if from slip or fall occurrences. In 2012, after years of research and with the approval of the consensus body responsible for the American National Standard Specification for Ceramic Tile, known as ANSI A137.1, the method for measuring the coefficient of friction for tile floors changed. The new method, known as the DCOF test, which stands for Dynamic Coefficient of Friction, measures the frictional resistance one pushes against on a surface when already in motion. This is an improvement on the old procedure, which measured static coefficient of friction, which only measure the resistance when starting in motion. This was known in the industry as ASTM C1028. Tile contractors and distributors should be aware of this method when reviewing industry specifications, and if the old procedure is called out, a letter or documentation should ensue indicating the new procedure and a request for more information to determine the tile's ability to meet the new criteria should it be called for. One of the most important additions to the new method is the inclusion of a requirement for a tile to achieve a minimum wet dynamic coefficient of friction of 0.42 in order to be acceptable for level interior spaces to be walked upon when wet. The standard clearly points out that if tiles do not meet the standard when wet, they should only be specified for floor areas that will consistently be kept dry. A good example of this is polished porcelain tiles, which most often would only meet the dry area application criteria. Complete information on the new standard test procedure for dynamic coefficient of friction can be found in the Tile Council of North America Handbook, as well as the ANSI A137.1 standard for ceramic tile. To order these publications, go to the NTCA store at www.tile-assn.com. Thank you for watching this episode of Tile TV. We'll be back next month, so be sure to keep visiting the site.